My name is Zsolt Petranyi. I am the curator of the Joy and Disaster show. This show has many interests. On the beginning, the plan was to make an exhibition of Hungarian artists here in Gent in the S.M.A.K. But also it turned out very early that fortunately there was an exhibition in 1980 which was organized by Jan Hut, who was very much interested about what's going on in Hungary, and he organized an exhibition of the works of 6 Hungarian artists. The specialty at that time was the artists came, not all of them, but many of them came here, and they realized some site-specific installations. At the end of the process, many pieces became part of the collection, which is now part of the S.M.A.K collection. When I came here and when I began to make the first plans about what to exhibit, of course, I had a very strong interest to present what's the most exciting in Hungarian art. But immediately when I could see the works which are in the collection, I became more and more enthusiastic because I found that there are many contact points and many inspirations from the artists who was presented in 80 to the ones who I present now. How these inspirations went on are very, very clear. Miklós Erdély, who was the center figure of that time, the 70s Hungarian art, he was a very strong educator. And also he was closely working together with artists like Zsigmond Károly, who was also part of this show, and who became an also very, very important teacher and educator later, in the beginning of the 90s, in the University of Arts in Budapest. Some people who was not exhibited at that time, like János Sugár, was also one of the pupils of Erdély Miklós, who was also professor for many artists later in the Fine Art Academy. So because of all of these reasons, I found out that from the 90s and also on the turn of the millennium, this conceptual idea of art and this conceptual thinking about using materials became some very crucial in the Hungarian art scene, which have effects until today. So when I could find this contact point between the artworks which are here, then immediately for me it was very clear how to focus the exhibition and what kind of artists to collect and to show together. After doing the selection of the artists and the artwork, the most interesting part was to decide how we will include the works from the S.M.A.K to the show, to the exhibition. And finally we came to the solution that we will make a mix as it is possible, and we mix up the old works with the new ones, and to prove these overlapping ideas and overlapping concepts. Also, as we are preparing the publication concerning the show which we built up today, we have also the plan to make a reprint of the old catalog what Jan Hut edited. It is also very interesting because Jan Hut have collected many documents of that time in Hungary, and also what had been published in the catalog was mostly based on these documents and not on the exhibited works. But finally now we can make the overlapping as we are making some reconstructions of some older pieces, and now we can include all of these materials to the new catalog, and also we have the plan to make a reprint of the old catalog to make this whole story complete to the audience. So in this sense, what I wish is that the audience in Belgium, the audience in Ghent can also follow this tendency and also can find the contact points between the two generations and can explore in depth the meaning of the artworks. I feel so that this can be possible because as consulting with Ron Bohes and Philip van Krauten all about the artists and the works to exhibit, it turned out that this conceptual language have a very long history here in Belgium. So I really hope that this exhibition will fulfill these contact points.